What's up, world? Wake y'all asses up. This is another episode of the King of DeBerrys podcast. Back at it again, man. Last episode, we hit double digits. We hit double digits with the RIP Nip episode. So that was definitely a very touching and, a kind of sombering, but hopefully also a very inspirational podcast. So what I wanted to do was come back to you today and just kind of lighten up the mood a little bit. I felt like I've been doing more serious stuff, and today I want to let y'all into a little glimpse in my life real quick, because I know this is something a lot of people can relate to, with me in the process of my divorce, kind of getting myself back out there again. With this episode, I want to talk about dating, yes, especially for all my people that were in long-term relationships or was married, and weren't really out in the dating field for a long period of time, which for me was like six going on 7 years. Last time I really was dating. And so now, like, with me back out in the field, it's very interesting, to say the least. It's very, very interesting. And I just wanted to kind of just go over some stuff with y'all like that I just noticed being back in the dating field. And one of the things I notice now is, like, how do you get your own time? How do you get time for yourself? And this is very, very, I'm not going to say tough, but it's definitely something you got to schedule in, especially when you have a child and you coordinating, time between days that you have your child and then days you don't. And then also working, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 hours, however many hours you work on a regular basis. Then, you got business things you got to handle, or, you got errands and things you got to run. Then you got sleep on top of that. And then you're dating, you're talking, getting to know people, getting to learn about people. And then sometimes it's a little easy to forget about yourself. So that's one thing, like, I definitely realized, like, you really got to make a lot of time for yourself in the midst of all of that, where you can still, learn about yourself, grow and develop and become the type of person that you want to become, and really focus on yourself. Because really, during the dating process, you're getting to know other people, but during that dating process, the most important person you want to get to know is yourself. So that's one thing that I really noticed, that, like, I got to make a lot of time, and I got to make sure I schedule that time out for myself to really do things that I like to do, whether it's working out on a daily basis, whether it's reading, meditating, doing my daily routine type of things. But then also, like, I like to go to the movies by myself. You call me lame or whatever. I love going to the movies by myself. I don't mind going with somebody else, but I really like going to the movies by myself. I like enjoying the movies by myself. And then also, I like going to the movies with, like, hardly nobody there. I like to have the whole movie theater to myself. That's the perfect scenario for me. And if I do go with somebody, I want somebody that's going to be quiet through the movie, where, like, we could just sit down and chill and just enjoy the movie. Like, the movie is not a place to really, to me, the movie is not a good first date spot. Since we're on the topic of dating, the movie theater is not really a good first date spot, depending on your personality type. Like, for me, if I take girls to the movies, I'm not going to talk to you. I'm not really, like, trying to, if it's a good movie. Now, if it's some boring ass movie or something like that, then shoot, I might try to be a little touchy-feely, try to kissy and all that type of stuff. Kissy. I'm tripping, bro. I said kissy. I might try to do some little kisses or pecks or something. But, the movie theater is not really a good spot to try to get to know somebody. So for all my fellas out there that's listening, if you're going on a first date, maybe like when you're younger and you're 16 and you're nervous, don't really want to know you don't really know what to talk about, things like that. The movie theater might be a good spot, because then after the movies, you could talk about the movie and then that'll kind of open up the conversation. But to me, as a grown adult man, like I don't think the movie theater is a good spot for a first date. Unless y'all have a common interest, or y'all just trying to keep it real chill, I guess there's certain situations where it would be good, but for me, if you really like somebody or really want to get to know somebody, the movie theater is not the good spot to go to. But regressing back to my point, you definitely gotta make time for yourself. So that's one thing during this dating process, like, that I learned, that, like, through everything that I'm dealing with, trying to do the podcast, got other business ventures I'm doing. I'm working 9 to 5. I'm a dad. I'm a single father pretty much now, coordinating with my ex about when we gonna get our daughter, when we not, things like that. Like, man, your schedule get really hectic, and then on top of that, trying to go out, go out and meet new people, or you just happen to meet people, and then you want to go out and get to know them a little bit more. It's a lot. It's a lot of moving pieces. So sometimes you just really gotta sit down and just schedule that time out for yourself. So that's one thing I noticed about this dating game. The second thing about the dating game is, man, y'all women are tough out here. Y'all are tough. I'm not gonna say y'all tough. I guess it's different for me, because it's been so long since I've been out in the field, like, actively trying to pursue a woman or women, that it's tough trying to get to learn somebody or get to know somebody. It's tough. So that's another thing about dating, and I was talking to a coworker, I think, about this before. It's different levels to dating, to me. And I actually had a semi-conversation about this the other day with somebody else. It's different levels. So you got the dating level. So the dating level is the person that you really like you could possibly see yourself with. The dating level, to me, I don't think you can have too many people on that dating level. You can't have too many people on the dating level, because that's when, like, okay, I got a little bit of feelings for this person. Like, I kind of care about this person. I can see myself possibly being with this person down the road. To me, that's the dating level. That's the top. That's like your quote unquote main chick. That's like the main chick. The main chick is the one you dating. So you got the dating, and I think you can have a couple of girls or women or men, for the women listeners out there, that you're dating. I feel like you can have a couple that you're dating, but I don't think it could be a whole lot. Like a coworker of mine was just playing around, like, man, Paul, you probably dating like a bunch of women. You probably dating, or talking to a bunch of women. I was like, man, dating and talking is two different things. Like, you got to break it down. Like, you can't date if it's a guys, and definitely, this is a good little plug right here. Follow me at King of DeBerrys on Instagram. You can find me on SoundCloud, and then you can also find me on YouTube. So make sure y'all go follow me there. But underneath wherever social media outlet I post this on, I want to hear comments. I want to hear responses, what people think about this. Because to me, I can't see how somebody could date more than, I think 3 is probably the max I can see. Especially if you got kids, like, if you spending time with your kids, and if you got any type of job or any type of business that consumes more than 30 hours a week of your time, and then you're trying to split time between 3 different people, and then you got a child, and even if you don't got a child, spend time between 3 different people to get to know them on a level where you have some type of affection and you like these people on a certain level where you could possibly see yourself with them. If you got more than 3 people like that, like, that's tough. That's tough. Because I'm not going to put my business out there, but it feel like I don't got a lot of time for me. I mean, I gotta really schedule that in. Like, I'm always so busy and on the go and things like that. Now it's just like, man, I gotta really, really devote to make time for myself. And I just can't see how people do it. Like, I'm not no player. I'm not no dog. Like, I don't play around with women's emotions or anything like that. Like, I'm straight up about the phase of life that I'm in right now, which is like, I'm not out here trying to hold around or anything like that, you know. But I definitely want to talk to people and get to know people. Um, and I think it's good, especially when you're dealing with the opposite sex, to talk to different people, or different women for men, or women for men for women. Or if you got the same sex, it's good to talk to different people, because I think that helps you figure out exactly what you want. So that way you're not wasting people's time. Because the worst thing you could do is just go around and talk to one person for 6 months or for a year, and then find out, you know what, I'm not really compatible with this person, or this is not really the type of person that I want. And then 6 months or a year went by, and you cut it off, and you done wasted all that time, and you weren't really actually exclusive with this person. So to me, it's all right to talk to a few people at a time, but like I said, I think it's different levels. And each person gotta play their level. So you got the dating, which is like the main ones, the ones that get majority of your time. Then you got the ones you talk to, where like you just text every once in a while. You might hang out with them, but the spark not really there. But they real cool, so you keep them in the circle. You keep talking to them. You keep them around, because you never know what happens. You know, things might change where you look at this person a different way or whatever. So you got that talking level, and then right below that you got the cordial, which like it's really like nothing there. Like, you working on building a friendship with that person or whatever. So that's the way I view it. It's tough. It's tough. Like, this whole dating thing is a it's a blessing, because the good thing about dating is, like, you always feel wanted, which is, I guess that's the reason why a lot of people like to date. A lot of people like to have a bunch of people they talk to, because that you always got somebody that feel like somebody wants you. So I mean, that's the thing that I noticed as far as this dating thing, where like, okay, dang, like, I'm hot out here in these streets. you know, yo, I'm hot out here in these streets. Like ladies coming after me like this. Oh, okay, Paul, you doing your thing out here. I see you. But then also with what's that? What's the Spider-Man saying? With great something, there comes great responsibility. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Put it down in the comments. Dang, I can't believe I forgot that. With great power comes great responsibility. Something like that. When you're dealing with all of these different people and these different moving pieces, it's a lot of responsibility that come with that. It's a lot of emotions. It's a lot of feelings. It's a lot of things that come along with it. Time away from yourself. Time away from possibly doing other things. You know, you got to still, throughout all of this stuff, you still got to be able to stay focused on what you really want. Not bending over for somebody else, but focus on what you really want. Find somebody that accepts you for exactly who you are. And that's the thing with dating. Because you'll get somebody that you think is there for you, and then the next thing you know, something happened, and then boom, they gone like that. They gone just like that. Whereas in a relationship, normally it's a gradual fall off. You know, very rarely do you just stop talking to somebody cold turkey. Like, that normally doesn't happen like that in a relationship. But with the dating thing, shoot, people get cut off in a heartbeat. I'm like, dang, I was just talking to somebody, and then next thing I know, like, I don't never hear from them again. Like, it's crazy. You know, but it's part of the game, man. It's part of the game. So I don't take none of that stuff personally. That's the thing with dating. You can't take none of this stuff personally. Everything is a learning experience. I met some wonderful, wonderful women during my dating experience. I'm still meeting wonderful people. I got wonderful people I still talk to. That's like very, very close to me, and like that, I'm like, okay, these these this women or these women are like very special. So that's the thing I realized with this whole dating thing. Especially to my single fathers out there, man. I just wanted to, especially to the guys and for the women. Yo, I love sex just like the next person. I love sex. I love, 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 love sex. But sex is not everything. Sex is not everything. And as I'm getting older and I'm getting more mature, my sex drive is like still like super high, but my willingness to just have sex with like any woman is like gone down. It's really gone down. Like, I'm very surprised. I really thought once I divorced my wife and got over all of that, the feelings for her and stuff like that, I thought I would be a hoe. I thought I'd be a major hoe. I thought I'd be smashing and running through everything. And I haven't. And I haven't. And I think part of the reason is because I have a daughter, and it's like, dang, man, I want to be a good role model for my daughter. I want my daughter to want to be with a man that's like me. So I want to set a good example for her. And then also now I'm like, dang, this is somebody else's daughter. I don't want to dog them out like that. Cause I won't super wild when I was younger. I won't super wild, but like my level for care is not where it's at now. I did some foul things, I did some things that like I'm not proud of, and and I learned from that. I really learned from that. I think the universe got a way of teaching you lessons, so that way you learn them. If you're always open, you keep your mind open, and I learned lessons from my mistakes, and now I think I'm just thinking on a different path where like I wanna build solid relationships with people. I wanna I wanna I wanna add value to people, and not just through sex. I wanna add value mentally, emotionally, spiritually. You know, if I could find a woman, especially if I could find a woman that I could get with and make money together with, we make business moves and stuff like that. Like, that's what I'm trying to build towards right there. And then after that, whatever sex come after that is going to probably be great anyway. Because once you get the feelings involved, I don't know if I ever told y'all about my rating scale, but I got a rating scale when it comes to sex. All right. So this is how I break it down. Love or like intense, strong feelings bumps your category of sex up one notch. That's how I feel. So if you the worst in bed, if you get if for guys or I really gotta say, I think this is more catered towards the women. Far as women, when you deal with a guy, when a woman deals with a guy and they have intense feelings, it normally bumps that sex rating up just one notch. So if a woman dealt with a man that was the worst in bed, but she really loved him, he'll probably just be bad. All right. If a woman dealt with a man in bed that was bad, but she had real feelings for him, she'd be like, oh, it was okay. If she dealt with a man that was okay, it'll be good. If she dealt with a man that was good, it would be great. If she dealt with a man that was great, it'll be excellent. If she dealt with a man that was excellent, it'll be the best sex ever. That's just how I feel. I think feelings intensify, and more so for women. I don't think it. And guys could comment down below, and women comment down below as well. I don't think it's the same for guys. I really don't. I'm trying to think of my experiences and see if like the feelings
Cause I mean, it's so easy for us guys to get it off. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, it don't take a lot. It don't take a lot for us to be like, yo, all right, we good, we done, yo, we busted, we all right. So it's not that hard for us, but for a woman to really experience that, like that climax or whatever, like you gotta hit it right, and then you gotta not just, you can hit it right and you'll get the job done. But if you really want to get her all the way there, get her like wide open, you got to hit it right, and then you also got to have them feelings too with it. She got to feel some type of emotional connection with you. That's what you do to get her wide open. And then once you wide open, a lot of times women, if they feel like they can trust you as well, they'll go to the end of the earth for you. They'll go to the end of the earth for you. And with a guy, I think is more so not just to get a guy to go to the end of the earth for you. It's not just about sex. It's also about how you make a guy feel as well. And it's different. You gotta make a guy feel like a man, like a manly man. Like you gotta make him feel like a king, you know. And a guy gotta make a woman feel like a queen. It go hand in hand. But I really think with women, when you add that affection and that care and that emotional attachment, and you get those things going, it bumps your level of sex up. I think they over exaggerate how good the sex is when you got all of those things included. So that's just something I was thinking about, far as dating wise. Especially to my fellas, man. Like, don't go out here just be fucking anything. Like, you know, don't devalue yourself like that. Like, we got, us as guys got, our dick got value too, you know? Our dick got value too. Just like they say, women like the pussy is gold and things like that, and which it is. So women, y'all definitely got value that. But shit, nigga, our dick is gold too. You know, our dick is gold too. Like, we give a part of ourselves every time we have sex as well. So we just gotta, I think both sides of the equation, men and women, we just gotta do a better job of just, you know, not just giving ourselves so freely to everybody in that intimate setting, you know. I really believe that. I really believe that, because I feel like I've been growing and working on myself, and I just think about like how I used to act when I was younger, and I like, if you listen to the podcast I did with Mike, Kenan, and me a couple months back, I talked about like I would play the game. I play the game of like, oh yeah, you know, I would say enough to make the woman feel like I cared about them, which I did care, but I cared enough where I could get what I wanted. And that's what a lot of guys is doing. They just telling you what they need to tell you to get what they want from you. And now I'm just to the point where like I'm just being me, and you just gotta you can either accept it and accept the path that I'm on, and you can walk with me on my journey, or you could just take it however you want to take it, and just go from there. So I think that's what we all should be trying to go towards. You know, just being our authentic selves with somebody. And you don't gotta be like, you don't gotta tell all your business and all of your past demons and all of that stuff right from the get go. But you know, just don't be afraid to be who you are, and don't be afraid to care for somebody else too. It's alright to care for somebody else during this dating phase. There's nothing wrong with that. You know, you can protect yourself emotionally. There's nothing wrong, but it's also good to care for others. It's also good to care for others. Like, I'm at a point now, like, I've been through my divorce, and that was the toughest thing I could imagine, other than death. Breaking up my family, and I made it through that, and I'm all right. And I'm like, shoot, like, my heart been broken before. Like, shoot, it's all right. My heart break, I pick myself up, dust myself off, I keep on moving. So now I'm to the point where, like, Emotionally, I don't fear anything. Emotionally, I don't fear anything when it comes to dealing with a woman. I don't fear anything emotionally. The only thing I fear is what that other person can handle emotionally. So I just try to take my time and stuff now. So I mean, I'm rambling on a little bit. I kind of been jumping from one thing to another in this one, but when I think of something as I'm talking, like I just talk to y'all like it's a normal conversation. I love doing my podcast. I love my podcast. I love talking to y'all. I love, getting my thoughts and my feelings out. I like hearing the feedback from people that listen to it. So like I said, always feel free to leave any comments or anything like that. I really enjoy doing this podcast, and I definitely got some more coming, some more great things coming. Uh, I got some things lined up. Hopefully, some big things will be coming soon. So we'll see what happens. But just to kind of wrap things up, man. Anybody that's out there in the dating game, keep your head up. If your dating game is hot right now, you getting everybody you want, congratulations. Make sure you be safe out there. If you're having sex, wrap up. Wrap up. I'm talking to myself too. Wrap up. Always wrap up. Especially if you ain't trying to have no kids, you ain't trying to have no STDs or none of that stuff. Wrap up. Always keep the gold wrapper on you. For my fellas, for my women, make sure they put that wrapper on, until you feel like you're in a committed monogamous relationship, and you feel like you feel confident about what that other person is doing, and that is nobody else. Until that point, just wrap up. Like, that's the safest thing to do. All right, and then also, just everybody just have a good time, have fun, definitely talk to people, enjoy the dating experience. I know sometimes it get a little tough. You might go through periods where things are going good and then things are going bad. It's gonna be all right. Just keep your head up. Just keep going forward. I hope everybody meet a lot of wonderful people. If you out there looking for love, I hope y'all find the love of your life. You find great unity, great connection, somebody to spend the rest of your life with. For my people that just out there just dating, just trying to figure it out, I hope you get it figured out, because I'm in the same boat with y'all. So that's all I got to say. This has been another episode of King of DeBerrys podcast. I hope y'all enjoy. Take care. Peace.